Hello friends, my name is Mihir Prajapati. A dilemma a layman looks at science. Raymond P. Fosdick. A dilemma a layman looks at science, not Raymond P. Fosdick in the lesson. A dilemma says that science should be used only for the constructive purpose and not to be aimed at degeneration of the society. August 6, 1945, a day of unfortunate on which the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, brought home to all us about the significance or importance of science and believed by its enormous power. This intent has released the mankind how unique we are in the term of ethics, law and government to know how to use in. The author says that science is based on truth and should spring from the noble attribute of the human spirit. There are certain inventions that we evoke both positive and negative response. Invention of radio, automobiles and jet propulsion shall be aimed toward the betterment of the society rather than creating ugliness and dissolution of the gift of science. The author vehemently feels should not blow our civilization into drafting dust. The research and technology yield right fruits when they are related to human welfare. Science is the search of truth, but it is the same search for truth that has brought our civilization to the brink of destruction. The writer strongly feels that research shall be subjected to some kind of restriction in it is not linked to human contribution. Purpose. It is really disheartening to read about that leading scientist across the which atom bomb says that one should not hold back progress because of fear of misuse of science. Fosdick then says that some inventions are purposely accidentally and the scientists never had any evil interactions while discovering them. For interest, Albert Einstein never thought of atom bombs while working for his transformation equation in 1905. Yet from this come out of the principles upon atom bombs is based similarly sulfur drugs and mustard gas, which are offshoot of German dry weapons of war. Wild Gibbs was the gentle spirit whose life was spent in his laboratory at Yale University, had never dreamt that his research in the mathematics physics might have even a remote relationship. Mathematics physics might have even a remote relationship to World War I and to these discoveries are classic example where the gifts of science can be used by evil men to do evil more observably and dramatically than can be used by men of goodwill to do good. The author concludes that the towering enemy of mankind is not science but war. Science merely reflects the social force by which if it's surrounded. Where there is space, science in contribution, and when there is war, science and prevented to destructive ends. Our problem therefore is not to calm science but to stop war. To science must help us, but the decision lies within overseas. The role responsibility is of human beings. Thank you.